comings and goings and just not having the whole offense out there through the entire training camp. How did it feel from the beginning?
I thought, there's some things that we could all probably do a little bit better at, just with myself included, just the live speed and having everybody in together, tied together with everything, shifts, motions, operation, going against man coverage, finding ways to get open and being on time. Like there's just that the sense of urgency that I think that we can be a little bit better with. I think we found that as the game went on, but definitely feel like we could all still get better. So.
This is your first game without Christian. Did it seem weird to you to not have your guy there?
Yeah, I mean, I know Christian does a lot. I think in the past game, dropping back and either going to him as a first option or knowing that he's my last option and there's a really good chance that he's open. But with JP, I think JP did a good job coming in, and there were some third downs and stuff where I was able to hit him on some check downs and him doing the same thing Christian has done. So obviously, Christian is the best, in the league at running back and what he does. I'm not taking anything away from that. But I think JP did a good job of coming in and filling his void and doing his job to allow other guys to get open and allow us to run our offense. So.
Not that this team needs confidence, Brock, but given all that you guys went through in the offseason, what happened to Ricky last week, and that traumatic experience, no Christian tonight, to have a convincing win like this against what we all believe is probably going to be a good team, what does that do for the confidence?
Yeah, I think it's good for us. We've been through a lot as a team, just with signing guys, trying to get guys back, Ricky's situation and Christian there's a lot that goes on. It's the NFL, some crazy stuff can go on, but just our culture, our team, what we stand for and how we all come together and find ways to win and rally around each other. We do it right here, and that's something that I stand on and firmly believe in, and we all do. So, I'm very proud of the guys to be able to, fight through just all the adversity and stuff that we've been going through in the last however many months. But we're just going to keep pushing.
Mason brought them together. How have you seen him grow in the 3 years that you've been with him? What was it like to see him have the success that he had tonight his first game?
Yeah, I mean, just, coming in rookie year, trying to learn the playbook together. He and I would meet a lot and go through everything. So he's always had that drive to learn, and knowing that, we were guys that, I was the last pick and he was undrafted, and knowing that we weren't going to have a lot of opportunities and we had to make the most of the opportunities that we got. So he knew that, and we both did. And so to see him over the last 2 years, just push the envelope more and more every year, and then get an op, this year at camp and do well with it. And obviously in the first game of the season, he did great with it. So really, really excited for him. He's earned it, man. He's the kind of guy that it was not given to him. And so to see him go out and do what he did tonight, man, I'm so happy for him, and I know he's going to keep pushing.
Brock, Mason bought that Jugs gun and told us about it. And it seems like it's improved his catch radius this summer. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think just him getting out of the backfield, reading the defense as a quarterback does and what Christian does really well. JP grew in that area, and then obviously just with his hands getting better. He's just smooth, soft. Sometimes running backs can be a little, bobbly on checkdowns and stuff, but he's the kind of guy now where, he looks things in, gets it tucked in really well, and then he's off and going. So that's an area that he definitely got better at, and we saw it tonight.
Were you aware that you scored on all 8 of your series after the opening 3 and out? And are you disappointed that Moody got 6 field goals?
I didn't know that. I'm happy for Moody. But yeah, I mean, it's for us as an offense. It's man, we want to score touchdowns, and we're hard on ourselves about I think it was a 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 10, and coming up short. And it's man, there's areas where we want to push each other and get a little better, and that starts with me. So, but I'm glad Moody got some good work in, and he did a great job tonight. Thanks, guys.
It was game 1 for Sorensen, and I thought he called a pretty good game. What did you think of the game he called?
Called a great game. I love the way that he, approaches the preparation, the way that he leads our group, and ultimately, goes out there and calls a flawless game. There's things to clean up on our side as players execution-wise, but I'm proud of the way that we fought.
Speaking of fighting, he used a right hook to punch a ball.
Yeah.
Did that kind of send the message you wanted to?
Yeah, man, it's something I practice all the time. I'm trying to do whatever I can to help our team win games, man. I know how important it is to take the ball away. We always shoot for 3 takeaways. We got 2, so we need that one extra one going into next week. But it's first of many.
When you say that they called a flawless game, what do you mean exactly by that? Are you kind of guessing along with him and thinking, what's he going to call into your helmet next, or how does that kind of work its way out?
Yeah, I think we kind of go throughout the week of me and him talking about his mindset throughout the game. I mean, it was a unique preparation because we didn't know exactly how they were going to come out and attack us, right? We kind of could go back and look at the Packers stuff. We tried to look at the Jets games last year, but having Aaron and the Jets together, it was going to be a unique combination to try to feel it out. So, I just think he kept it pretty simple, allowed us to just go out and play free, and we continued to communicate throughout the game. So it was just good to kind of get that first one under our belt.
Success. Go ahead.
Obviously, you're not tackling Jordan Mason in training camp, but I mean, do you get a sense of his physicality? And did you? I don't know if you expected 147 yards, but I mean, do you expect that was possible when he fills in for Christian?
I mean, I know it sounds silly, but I truly do expect that of him. I love the fact that Jordan he trained here this offseason. Chose to train here with me and some of the other linebackers, Flan and Curtis, and we compete here. Even in the offseason, I saw him with a different mindset that he was going to be ready for his moment when it did come. All training camp, he got a lot of reps, obviously with Christian out, and you mentioned it. Even though I'm not tackling him to the ground, I can still feel the physicality and seeing it throughout the preseason. He was ready for his moment, and I'm so happy for him and being able to continue to grow in this system.
Much was made of the run defense, maybe not being where you want it to be at the end of last year. Seemed like a lot of success tonight. What do you think helped kind of get that part of the game going?
Yeah, I think it starts with execution. We all got to obviously be on our assignment, on our job, and then it goes hand in hand with the style of play. Honestly, I think what separates defenses in this league, there's a lot of rules to protect offensive players, but at the end of the day, if you want to separate yourself as a defense, you got to play with a certain physicality. And I feel like we did that from the first snap all the way through the game. There's some things to clean up, some missed tackles, but ultimately I think we did a good job.
Hargrave and Collins were really good against the run, I thought, in this game. What did you think of playing behind that duo tonight?
It felt good. I got to watch the tape, but it felt right out there for sure. Yeah.
Say anything to you after this game?
Yeah, but I'll keep it between me and him this time. Similar message. Yeah.
Did he look like Aaron Rodgers to you? I mean, a year off?
Absolutely. I mean, he's still got that savvy vet to him. Getting us off sides and throwing a touchdown down the field. Classic Aaron. Obviously they got some things to clean up, but ultimately, at least they got him.
Fred, not that you guys are in need of a confidence boost, but with so much going on this offseason, what does a win like this kind of do for you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, you always have an idea of the type of team you got heading into a year, but you never really know until you go out there week one and you see it, right? And so to be able to put a performance of a true team effort, offensively, defensively, kicking game, it obviously builds confidence going into week two.
All the star power and offense, but a lot of those guys weren't on the field during the off season. Did the defense kind of put it upon yourselves to kind of raise the level and almost to the point like you don't know how many points the offense is going to score, but you guys got to take care of business?
Yeah, I think regardless of, that's like you mentioned, it's a star-studded offense. You got all pros at every level. But regardless, I feel like defensively it's our job to go out and win games defensively, regardless of what we got on offense. I think if we keep that mindset on top of having a dominant offense, that's when you really overwhelm teams. Okay, thanks, guys.